Well, hello. It's exciting. Thank you all for just coming out to join me. Doing some videos. You know, I'm always trying to get it. I have to do it in my truck today because we had bad weather today in Louisiana. And it actually, in my warehouse, the lights are out. And that's where I usually do a lot of videos. But besides that, we have to keep on moving on. It's all the things that I have always told you to adversity comes our way, but I do have a great topic that I do want to talk about. You remember I was telling you all about some of the things that I was going to talk about, some context subjects that I was going to talk about, just to try to keep you into a great momentum. I mean, it's exciting to be able to see you all join me, watch my videos, and I'm hoping that I can be able to influence you to just say, hey, this was the guy that reached out to me, gave me some momentum. Hey, this is the reason why I'm right where I am now. So it's exciting to be able to influence someone, to put some momentum in someone, just to keep them along the way. Today I want to talk about using triggers. What can I do to just keep me in a momentum, to keep me to want to reach some goals, to get some things today? I'm glad you asked. Really, I asked, and I brought up the topic. But maybe you're curious in the back of your mind. You're probably thinking the same, man, I never thought about this. This guy here is giving me some great daily momentum. Yes, I am. I'm giving you some momentum, but I need you to pay attention. And if you have time, take a subscribe. You can know when my great videos come out. And I got some great topics coming back to back. And man, we're going to push this thing and we're going to keep this momentum going to help influence a lot of people out there that are entrepreneurs, that are leaders, that are people that are in business or trying to get started, or maybe just want to be consistent on a job or something, you know. Hey, let's get the momentum going. So let's talk about being able to use triggers, something that can just kind of ticks me, to move me, to maybe get me in a momentum going. So I use the word use triggers. What can I use to trigger me? Something that affects you, your emotional state. That's what it is. Something that's going to affect your emotional state, that's going to stay on your mind, that's going to bother you and say, hey, I need to get this done. This is facing in my face all the time. This is bothering me. I got to get it done. But it's going to be in a good way, of a trigger that'll help you along with the way. Something that's overstreamed or overwhelming in your mind. That's what triggers are. Something that's going to trigger something. So go out and get that definition, open that definition up and look at them. Words mean a good deal of things to me. And I use them for subjects just to help me along with the way. And it's I just thank you all for just taking time out to join me. And I thought about as we was going through me getting together, researching it, and like I always say, I always get my notes going on. I got a thing full of notes that I write down of different things, some of the topics that I'm going to be talking about throughout. They may look backwards to you all, I apologize. But these are things. I got some back-to-back momentums coming to you. I mean, it is awesome. I hope you just get something just to wind you up and just get you on the start fast pace to get the running and get your things done. With all the things that I'm talking about, a trigger that I have found to use my trigger. In a moment, I'm going to give you that trigger to help you along the way. But I need scripture because I'm a man of faith. I believe in God. I believe God can do things. In order for us to be able to do this, you need something to stand on. You need some word. And you, Habakkuk 2:2-3. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tablets, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Now, isn't that great? I mean, Isn't that awesome, that word that I'm bringing to you that is coming from the Holy Bible, of helping us to keep a momentum that will give me a trigger in my mind all the time. So I just thought, man, I'm listening to some videos, I'm reading some books, trying to be able to stay in my momentum, doing my scheduling, doing things. And here I run up, which I've been doing because I thought about it when I was a young kid. On our walls, we all did it when we was young in high school. I was like, man, I'm gonna get this car that I have. I'm gonna have this girl that I'm gonna marry, stuff that I want. So I started taking and putting pictures all on my wall of what I really wanted, what I was after, what I was gonna get, and not know it, that I had a vision board that I was doing. And I thought about that last week, and I told my wife, I said, I was putting up a vision board all the time, and I didn't even know about it. Because back then, we didn't have YouTube channels, man. I mean, and all this kind of stuff, which we have now, thank God, that we can get some education and reach out. And I thank God for allowing me to help you along the way. But I used to jot all that down, put them on my pens and staples up on my wall of different things that I wanted to reach and people I wanted to see, and all of a sudden, there it was. And me and my wife was talking about it, and I thought, hey, we're going to have to get a vision board. So I figured, okay, I need to get something started. I'm going to get a vision board. So as I was walking through my warehouse, walking in through and looking, I thought, man, I'm going to stop to the store, get me a big old board, and I'm going to start just putting pictures. And I thought about, man, all these boards I got to buy, because I want one in my warehouse, I want one in the office, I want one at home, because I wanted all of these things. So I thought, well, maybe I can get all that. But while I'm here, I need to get started in being able to bring some motivation to home, into my home and into the office. I'm going to start from my warehouse, because most of the time I'm here by myself all the time, loading the truck. As you can see, some of the things that I've been loading the truck, doing all that stuff. You can see it's halfway filled. I mean, some of you can see it or not. But I thought about it, and I said, I seen some cardboard on the side, and I said, man, I got all this cardboard and stuff. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to just cut me a piece out of it and put it on my wall. And I said, I need more cardboard. You know, I'm going to have cardboard all over. And so all of a sudden, I get by, and I'm looking, and I grabbed a cardboard, and I got some scissors, and I cut it off. And so you may be reading this, and you might be saying, wait a minute, this doesn't say vision board. It says vision rack. You know, and I wrote on the back and said, wait a minute, hold up, man. What you got going on, man? So I come up with a general idea. I come up with an idea, and I thought, okay. So I got a rack. I don't know if you all can see that rack. You can see it. And so it's a spinner rack that we usually use all the time to put pork skins on. I'm gonna bring it out so you all can be able to see it. If you can see, some of you all can see now. And it's just a rack that we put skins on it, chips on it, different things. You've seen that it spins. And I thought, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get one of these things. I got a lot of these things that I pick up from the store, and some of them that I just keep in storage, waiting for it to put in. Sometimes some stores don't want them in. We take them out and bring them back. So I said, I got a whole bunch of these. I'm going to use these until I can use them and put some visions on it. And so I started writing down one vision that I did do. I got some books that I'm going to read, but I'm going to put a date on that because I want to get that done. So some things that I do want to do, and I'm trying to get you all along the way. Just follow me on this journey, man. I'm telling you, man, we got some good stuff coming, man, that I'm trying to get you in line. And at the same time, I'm working this thing. I'm working, you watching me as I'm sending these videos. I'm putting this work in, doing these things. And then all of a sudden you say, this guy has went off the edge. He went and got a vision rack. People use vision boards or books. Hey, I want to be different. Is that okay? That's okay. It's still going to be vision that I have that God has given me that I'm going to put it. And back then they used tablets, a brick that they would write on. Anybody using any of them? No. Okay. So I'm using a rack to bring my vision to life. I'm going to make that vision come to life, and I'm going to put things on it. I've been reading, and I hope you are out there reading and studying. Follow along some of the things that I'm doing. If you want to know some of the books that I'm reading, I'll be glad to share them with you. One day I just want to have a video where I can just put all the books and say, hey, this is what ladders and steps that I climbed to get, that who got me to this point and what got me to this point. So thank you all for just joining me. Listen to Use Triggers. That is my trigger right there. That's going to remind me, because every day I got to look at that vision rack when I walk in my warehouse and say, I got to get that done. It's going to remind me to read them books, because it's going to be standing right in front of my door as I walk in, and there it goes. And that's what it's going to do. I'm continue allowing that vision to be plain, make it plain. And it says, and that he may run it, that readeth it. So I'm going to be reading that thing every day, looking at it every day, and allowing myself to be able to do it, because at a point in time, it's going to happen. So I hope you take these scriptures and dilate them to the best you thing. I do got a bonus story that I wanted to be able to get it. I got it from someone else, and we all just taking information, maybe someone that you didn't hear or you're not too familiar with, that sometimes I take some stuff away and to be able to put it into the crowd that I am involved in. So it had this professor, and I asked you to just be patient with me. This professor, he was at a university, and so he had a class. He walked in the classroom, and he said, hello, students today. And so they all look at attendance. They knew they had a test today, and he said, hey, this is what I'm going to do for you all. This is what I'm going to do for you all. Today, we have our exam today. We have a test today. So first thing, I want the ones who raise their hand, what I'm going to do is raise your hand if you want to go along with this. He said, you don't have to do anything. I'm going to give you a C, an average score. And if you want to take that score, you're welcome to take it. You can leave, and that's going to be on your test score. There's no gimme to it. That's what I'm going to give you, a C. If you're willing to raise your hand to take this C, it's perfectly fine. No one's going to get in trouble or anything, so some people badly are. And he said, go ahead and raise your hand up. There's no worries. Raise your hand if you want. This C, this average grade, I'm going to give it to you. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to take the test. I'm going to give you the C where you can leave. So all of a sudden, hands start going up. Hands start going up. Hands start going up. Hands start was going up. And then almost, probably about 80% of the class raised their hand. And he was, in his mind, he was thinking, oh, wow, okay. So he said, okay, you all can go. And they start getting up, boy. They was running. Yeah, man, I got me a C, man. I didn't pass this class, man, with a C, man. And so all of them cleared out. He closed the door. And so he grabbed the rest of the exams that the people that didn't want to go, probably was like 12 to 15%. The other kids that didn't want to go, they actually wanted to take that test. Maybe some of them say, hey, I studied this test. I want more than a C. I'm going to get me an A. I already studied. I put in the work. I did all these things. So he got the test, grabbed the test, and he just started passing them out. Passed out the test, and he flipped them over on their desk. And then he said, no one turned the test over at this moment. And he walked around. He kind of visually looked at the kids, and he was kind of put a smile on his face. And the kids was kind of stirred, just kind of looking at him. And so he said, okay, y'all can turn the test over. Turn the test over. And they turned the test over. And the test said, and the kids looked and said, congratulations, You made an A. And the kids was blown away. So you take the end of that story and you tell me what you think about that story. Because some people just want to live average. Some people want to do what they have within them and get more because they can know they can get more. Some kids or some people or other places or people just want the average thing. So if you got more, stay and wait to take the test. Pass the test. Thank you for joining.